Hi everybody, my name is Heather and I am an NT dating an Aspie man. I just wanted to come on here really quick. I'm sitting in my car. Um, I just wanted to come on here really quick and I wanted to say something that's been on my mind. You know, I get a lot of negative comments. I read a lot of negative comments. Everywhere I turn, people are dogging on relationships with Aspies. And one thing that my man has said repeatedly, and he just says it every now and then in passing in conversation, and it really hits home. He makes these little comments about how I'm like the only person who's loved him, that I'm the only person who's ever accepted him for his Asperger's, that I'm the only person that has loved him for the things that make him an Aspie, that I'm the only person who has completely accepted him for who he is and loved him anyways, and compromised when he asked for things. And he was married for a long time to another woman, and I'm the first person in his life that has ever made him feel loved, that has ever held him every chance I could, that is constantly stroking his face and kissing him on the head and telling him I love him every chance I can, and getting him coffee and making sure he's comfortable, and watching the TV shows that he likes because he's really sensory sensitive to a lot of things, and only sleeping under one blanket because he can't stand two blankets, and all these things that I do, that I compromise to try and help him be comfortable because I love him. That I want to lay in his arms every single night and hold him. I want to lay in his chest. I want to tell him every chance I can that I love him and that he makes me happy and that he is so amazing to me, and I want him to feel like Superman when he's with me. I want him to feel so extremely loved, so extremely accepted, so extremely happy when he's around me. I think that so many NTs that are in these relationships, or maybe were in a relationship, they get so stuck on the negative. They get so stuck on that there's a behavioral issue. They get so stuck on that they have a learning disability that they forget the compassion. They forget the love. They forget how they treated the Aspie when they met them. They grow cold. What if your Aspie would treat you amazing for the rest of your life if he knew that you loved him, that you were going to be there for him? If he knew that he could count on you. I remember one time we were in the hot tub together and he looked at me and he said, "Are you going to leave me someday?" And the look on his face was so serious, and we weren't even talking about anything like that. Just out of the blue, he said that. And I remember thinking, he's actually afraid I'm going to leave him, And he's pretty secure in himself. He doesn't really talk about me, that much. But another time, the other day, he was in the bathroom and he came out and he said, "I just had the weirdest thought." He said, "I just realized that many years from now, if I ever get cancer, you're probably still going to be right there loving me, aren't you? Taking care of me, feeding me, making sure I'm warm, And I thought, what a weird question to ask somebody. You know, these weird thoughts go through his head, and the fact that he even thinks he has to question that is just sad. It's sad to me. These Aspies have not been loved. They've not been accepted. They've not been cherished. They're constantly told they're disappointing somebody. They're constantly told that they're doing something wrong. They're constantly told that they're not good enough. They're constantly told that they don't do things as well as other people. They're constantly being compared to other people. They're constantly told that they're not as good as NTs, and they will never compare. And people wonder why their Aspies grow cold. People wonder why their Aspies lose interest in them. I don't know your situation, but if I was constantly treated my entire life like I was always a problem, and I was never cherished, and I was never made to feel special, really special, I would probably get sick and tired of it too. This is just a thought I wanted to throw out there. For the people who are in a new relationship, like I am, cherish your Aspie. Love your Aspie. Make him feel like Superman when he is with you. Show interest in the things that he's interested in. Do you ever show interest in his hobbies? We do stuff all together. We do stuff together all the time. He loves to be with me because his ex would never do anything with him. I show interest in him because I know that's important to him. I don't try and change him. Sometimes we compromise on time, but I don't try and change his habits. You know, there's this game he plays every night on the computer, and if he doesn't get the gate to play his game, he gets really upset. And to me, as an NT, this can seem really selfish and stupid, but I've realized this is a routine. It helps to calm him. He looks forward to it. And it's so stupid. Just let him play his game. I sit beside him and I crochet, or I read a book, or whatever. And I rub my hand on his back, and he will put his arm around my shoulders while he plays his game for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you know? Like, how hard is it for me to compromise, to do something that I know makes him feel comfortable, keeps his routine, something that helps him feel like he's done something for the day that he likes to do? My challenge is to you. Quit finding all these videos to diss Aspies. Quit finding these outlets to just say negative comments. Freaking love your Aspie. Love your Aspie and see what happens. When he does something right, you let him know. When you want him to do something, you let him know. It would make me feel so good if you did this. It makes me so happy when you do this. When you do this or this or this, I feel loved. I feel so wonderful in your arms. I love the way you make me feel. I feel so safe when I'm with you. You know, they're people too. They're just like any other guy. They might be wired differently, but they need to be built up. They need to be told that they're loved. They need to be told that they're enough. They need to be told when they're doing something good. They need to be told that they make you feel good. And it's very important for them to know that they make you happy. They need to make you happy. That's something that they're wired. They need to make you happy. And if they don't feel like they're making you happy, if they feel like all you're ever doing is pissed off and mad, they're going to get tired of it. They need to know that that they make you happy. How many times a day do you tell your Aspie that he makes you happy? How many times a day do you tell him that you love the way he loves you, that you love the way he holds you, that you love the way he spends time with you, that you love the way he considers you, you know, and all these little things that he does, you know? Love your Aspie. See what happens. Change the world. There is millions of happy relationships out there with people who have learned the secrets. Love your Aspie. I challenge you.